Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this live trading webinar today. Today, October the 14th, we are in the middle of the month. The last trading day of the week, obviously, it's Friday, with a lot of surprises came yesterday during the US session after the Consumer Price Index or CPI announcement. So we had great volatility in the market, so many opportunities were presented there. Let's get started. I hope that everyone has a good sound and visual. So, question, guys. There's a question. Someone cannot hear well. Can you please confirm that the sound is okay, just to make sure, in order to check my side, or it's just that that person? If you can type yes, if okay or good. Oh, good. All right. Thank you. So please, for those maybe you have difficulties, just kindly check your volume and your computer side. Thank you. So the Admirals mobile application, please make sure you download the application on your devices, as it's making the trading life much easier, and especially when we're going to go to the investing webinars, it's going to be much easier for you to navigate through the mobile application, in my opinion. So okay, guys, thank you. Fine. All right. So please make sure you download that. Also, the fundamental weekly podcast. Just make sure from now on you start engage yourself more with the podcast, because I put together on Monday all the major market news events. So it's just much easier for you guys. Trust me on that. And of course, the disclaimer: this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or personal recommendation. Thank you so much for your understanding. Just to make sure, if you have difficulties to find where are the trading podcasts, you go to our admiralsmarket.com website, you click here, analytics, weekly trading podcast, and here are in front of you. You can either play it from here or you can share it. You can download it in your device from the from your local where you download your podcasts from. Okay. And next one, we have the Admirals YouTube channel. In case you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do it. Here is the link. And also, you can like the videos we do. As I always say, it takes some significant effort, so appreciate if you give us some thumbs up. You can also find the trading spotlight at this area, recorded webinars. And you can subscribe for the live trading show, especially from there. Then we have the Admirals Instagram page. We put a lot of reels every week. We put a lot of content. We put many different related to trading content here. So just make sure you subscribe, you follow us on the Admirals Instagram. And the last one, it's the Telegram. I would like you to know this channel here involved with too much of content can lead you to the website. So whenever we post something significant relative to the markets in terms of analysis, it's going to really help you, so you can get the notification and just jump straight into the page. So then we have the economic calendar. Let's see what's going on for today. We have the Chinese rate inflation, in the inflation rate in China. previously 2.5%, the actual came 2.8%, rising inflation in China as well. So the People's Bank of China, they are looking, in my opinion, for another hike in their interest rates. Then the trade balance, we expect it to hit 81 billion. We will see. I'll be surprised to see higher number than that, to be honest, because of what's going on with their economy. Then we go to Premium Analytics, today's top headlines. For those who are not very familiar with Premium Analytics and maybe you don't use it a lot, from today, you're going to have a valid reason to use it. Trust me, because we launched yesterday a brand new Premium Analytics layout and content. Here you can see clearly it's easier to go to the morning briefing. You just click here, you scroll down. Anyway, I'm going to record a tutorial and explain all the 4 portals again. But here at the research terminal, the technical insight, you can find technical signals to trade them if you would like. Okay, so these are cool. You can choose your currency or your crypto, your commodity, any instrument you would like. You click on that. Let me just show you. Let's say Euro USD. If you click on Euro USD, the related news are here. Corporate calendar and economic calendar as usual. But then you have the market state of the Euro USD. It shows you the sentiment, the research terminal. There are, it says here 2 days ago, 2 days and 6 hours ago, the direction bearish, confidence 70% down. You can find some information here. It shows you the new sentiment now. It's more than bullish. You have the technical summary and the technical insight for levels to trade and ideas, time frames, and all this stuff. Okay, so let's go to our morning briefing just to go through quickly. Inflation report, Seoul's case for 75% rate increase in November. We could anticipate that, of course. China's consumer inflation jumped in September. Producer price growth slower. UK markets rally as investors bet government will roll back tax plans. Iraq names new president, paving way for next government. Amazon October attempt at Prime Day falls flat, analysts say. And Netflix ad-supported plan will launch in November at $6.99 a month. In some countries, I think, yeah, here in 12 countries. If you want to find out more details, you can just come here at Premium Analytics portal and you can just go to market news. You're going to find all the morning briefings. Also, you're going to find the more detail in the market news. Let's move on. So, excuse me, guys, I just have a bit of sore throat today. Sorry for that. So, US dollar index, what's going on here? We had yesterday this massive bearish engulfing that formed right after the CPI announcement. Here it's the level we marked. It's been 3 days. We are watching this level. We said that we can see some pullback, of course. We don't get scared when we see pullbacks. We just have a plan. We trade our plan and we just let the market do its thing, right? So, guys, any questions, please make sure you write them on the chat box below, because the time it's pressure and because there are other webinars just a while after 10. I cannot leave this webinar for a long time open. Liz, I remember you are from Australia, in Melbourne. Brother Theo, what are some good Forex intraday courses you can recommend to us that help you get to where you are? Okay, we're going to discuss about that, Liz. I'm writing for you guys here at Admirals courses that you can use on the intraday level and on the day-to-day level. However, the way you trade intraday, it's you do the same market. Guys, can I answer this question? Can I dedicate just a few minutes? Because I think many of you are interested about intraday trading. So the way we do, people, they misunderstand the intraday trading with the general trading. Intraday trading, it doesn't mean anything else than we apply the same market analysis. Cherry, always with the inverse head and shoulder, double top and double bottoms. Appreciate it. My friend, is it inverse head and shoulder on Euro CHF daily? We're going to have a look. So back to the question. The market analysis we apply on the daily charts, on the weekly charts, it's exactly the same we apply when we want to take the intraday trading. However, when it comes to the execution of the intraday trading, that's where the problem arises. And the way to understand how to execute on the intraday trading, you have to understand the trend moving, the trend following. Because if you see, for example, here, the US dollar index, and please try to pay as much attention as possible. It's going to help you with the intraday. This analysis we do here, it's like you have a free course on the intraday. So we have a candle shows that sellers are in control. This candle now is not in a line with, no, let's not put it that way. Let's say that this candle alone, we see it developing in an uptrend, okay? It doesn't come from a strong level of resistance, but it's still showing bearish momentum developed the day before, because that's a daily candle. So if I go down to 15-minute chart or to 5-minute charts, let me just add the 5-minute charts. Guys, which time frames do you use for intraday? Can you please let me know, for those who are trading intraday, what time frames are you using? Five minutes, 15 minutes, okay. 4 hours, 15 minutes, Madeleine. Okay, so you do your analysis on the 4 hours, 15 minutes. So if we go down to the 5 minutes, we are on the dollar index. Okay, we see 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 5 minutes. Okay, all right. So it's easier to show you on the 5-minute chart. When we talk about intraday, we want to enter into the market with the momentum of the higher time frame. If we don't understand the higher time frame, how it moves, what the direction is, first, and second, the price action is, a day in, a day out, we're going to find it so hard to trade on the intraday. To be honest, guys, when you ask me what courses do I recommend, because I do my own courses, really, I don't have any courses that I know it's on the internet, purely coming from experience in trading. Most of the courses I saw the last at least 14 years, I'm involved with trading and actively and as a professional trader in the last 10 years. I haven't seen courses that we take the course and it's a bread and butter, it's a no-brainer. Most of the courses are from textbooks. All right, so it's hard for me to be confident in one course and say, okay, you take this one, you buy that one, and you do your job. I'm trying to give you all my experience and the way you can learn here. So at this stage, if you really pay close attention here, and if you want, I can find some more ways to teach you intraday. That will be awesome. But really, if you grasp this, we do on a daily basis, you're going to find it very, very good, solid pattern to start trading your intraday. So because when it comes to, we are looking to find courses, many people, they associate it, what can I do in order not to lose money in the market? So that will never happen. All right. So we said that the daily chart, put that bearish engulfing, and then it's we can have a high probability trading if we go the exactly next day and try to find what? Try to find entries in the 5 minutes, 1 minute, 15-minute chart, 1 hour, whatever it's your time frame. But what thinking process would we use, and what is our catalyst? We have to apply trend analysis. We have to structure the market based on the trending methods we explain in the webinars. So from this schematic here, you can see that you had an uptrend on the 5-minute charts. We said we want to go in line with the daily chart. So we want to push to the downside. This one here, it's in an uptrend on the 5-minute chart. If you try to sell here, let's say you saw that bearish engulfing, and you try to sell here where you see this bearish continuation candle, then you have your stop there, you have your entry there, and you have your target there, losing trade. Then you move on, you take this signal, entry there, stop there, target here, losing trade, another one. Then you take this one here, you enter here, you have your stop there, and you have your target there, another losing trade. Then you take this one here, and you enter here, you have your stop there, another losing trade, it took you there. And then you see this one and you say, okay, enough, I had 5 losings in a row, so what I'm gonna do, I just don't want to do anything. But that's where the understand of the market structure comes, to make sure you understand how patient you need to be in order to take the intraday. So first thing, we put the market structure on the intraday. After we identified a strong high probability trade from the higher time frame, then we go to the 5 minutes, which is our execution, for example, or 15 minutes. Then we try to find the trending. We trade only trends on the intraday trading. Many people, they try to do exactly me. Okay, HV, thanks for your honest. Many people, they have no patience, and they think that the intraday trading, it's gonna meet their personality needs. So the intraday trading, it's not for the people, they do not have patience in the market. What you read on internet about intraday trading, that's not the reality. It's for impatient people. An intraday trader, a successful, consistent, profitable intraday trader, is the trader who waits for the trend development on the intraday trading time frame. That's the first thing. And who understand that because it's going to get involved in more trading activity, it's going to experience more losses and more winners. All right. So if we want to intraday trade this market here, we can see, we know that daily is down with bearish, and daily has a nice bearish engulfing, and we want to trade on a short side. What do? We just wait for the market to come back to us as a trending market, that it's going to give us high probability, and then we can find lower highs and lower lows. And there are only 2 ways to enter in the market. As I told you, you take these swings, and you either want to, you see this pattern here, either you place your limit orders here, sell limit. you have your stop above the last swing, and you take your profits at the test of the last swing. That's the most consecutive and safer way. The other way you can do it, the second method, is you see the market, it's coming up, and then you put a sell stop here to enter with the break, and then take profit on 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, wherever you want to take profit. Your stop is somewhere here. That's the more aggressive way to trade it. All right, guys, please, that's all the grasp of intraday trading. Don't try to make it so complicated. You don't want to end up with traders like they just go, they are in that roller coaster. You have me here with too much experience and an expertise in the field. I give you solid trading plans. I tell you everything purely from my heart. And really, if you pay attention and you give yourself time to digest and understand all this stuff we do on a daily basis, then you're going to experience a good trading curve. And back to a question of HV, how long did it take you to become consistently profitable? It took me about a year and something, okay? But it took me that, in my opinion, short time period, because I was really all in. It was when I find out about trading, something changed within me. It was like, that's what I'm going to do. I know from the bottom of my heart that that's my thing. I found really what I'm looking to do in my life, and I just gave it all in. I was doing it part-time, of course, at the beginning. And then when I started working with prop firms and all this stuff, then definitely that was my solely income. But it's, each person goes through a different journey, and each person is at a different stage of life when they come across to trading. So don't take my example as something unique or something it has to attach with your personality, guys. But the only thing I challenge you to trust me and test whatever I teach you here is that the methods we enter, we exit the market, all this stuff, many times they are in a contrary with all the other things that you are watching on YouTube. And solely because I'm give you pure information outside, and just note it that I receive unlimited amount of messages on different platforms, like on Fiverr, like on social media. If people, they have channels on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of followers, and they want me to give them the trading signals, to record them on their screens, and after they played, of course, and then put them on their YouTube content for them, for their people. Then when they're going to go back, their followers, and they will see their videos, they will say, oh my God, that was a good trade and I didn't take it. And purely misleading of what is trading and how to trade in the internet. Okay. And you see me talking all the time about the two catalysts, bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing, pin bars. And because that's the strongest price action with high probabilities. Okay. Enough for this. So let's move on to the pairs. DAX, bullish engulfing. So yesterday for intraday, we have the room to move up to this area level here. Okay. FTSE, the same. Pound, it's optimistic. So this one here from today, it start pushing higher. All of them, they dumped the US dollar. So we have today, it's a good day. This one, no. NASDAQ, no, because at the resistance. S&P 500, it's a good to try and find some intraday. Let's say we go to 5-minute charts, higher highs, higher lows. We can just do the two methods we said to do if we want to trade intraday. Let's go. Guys, I would like to take a second and really apologize for those who didn't want about intraday trading, but the same methodology, the same execution applied to all the time frames, no matter what. The only thing needs to be heard and change. It's our perspective and our discipline. We must become disciplined, and keep this from me. The intraday trading is not for people who they don't have patience to watch the markets or to stay in a trade for 5 days or 2 days. No, these are lies and misleading by people. They are selling education just to get you in, okay? Or they are selling courses. The intraday trading applies for those who had the required amount of time to spend in front of the charts and who are willing to apply discipline and patience. That's all. Okay, keep that and please never forget it. And another tip for intraday trading, when you are trading currency pairs, the best way to get into the market is when the markets are active. They are active around the London Open and the New York Open. If you're going to try to trade intraday in Asian session, just please stick with the Japanese yen, with the Australian dollar, and with the Kiwi. Only with these three, most of the times they're going to give you the highest liquidity, because the Asian traders and Australian traders are on their desk at these times. When it comes to London session, we go with the pound, with the euro, with the DAX, okay, with the euro pound, euro yen, and so on. And in the New York session, again, we go with everything. US dollar is on demand always. Okay, keep that in mind. So the pound yesterday, we had the trade here. Remember, the only thing I didn't talk about that in the sessions, it's about trading management. Okay, because it's something I want you first to understand how to enter to the trades, why to enter to the trades, and feel okay with the price action patterns and the checklist. So yesterday I had positions here on the pound. After we identified this bullish candle here on this channel line, and after I saw a new high in the market, it was time for me to just close the positions. Anyhow, when it came to 2-1, it was more than 2-1. I take, and that's how I manage my trades. When I have 2-1 winning, I take 90% out of the position. I leave only 10%. I put my stop to break even, and I just let the trade run. And this trade here, it was about with the CPI news event, it just came so higher that it just stopped out. Okay, so when I said I closed the trade, I mean the stop loss order was at the break even, and it closed, the market closed the trade. So for today, we are in this area that we call in the middle of no man's land. We don't know if the sellers, they're going to come here, if they're going to come there, or the buyers, they're going to keep. So we don't have any information, clear information in order to take trades. So intraday, I don't have a bias. Day end of day, I don't have a bias. Euro US dollar, that's the one we can maybe see some bullishness to the upside. So some strength in the euro, some weakness in the dollar, purely because of this bullish engulfing here. Okay, 2 candles in decision, bullish engulfing. Maybe for a short time period, we're going to see some bullishness here. USD CHF, we retested this strong resistance, so the market can push to the downside, at least temporarily, at least for today. Australian dollar bullish engulfing, and the Kiwi against the dollar bullish engulfing. So again, maybe we can see some good higher highs and higher lows on the 5 minutes, on the 15-minute chart. So we can trade with them. And here is the thing for you intraday traders. Here, the market make a higher high. At some point, it pulled back. If someone entered here, if you want to enter, and that's a question came from Raquel, what is the difference between a stop order and a limit order? If you want to, there are two different things. The first thing, if you want to be a buyer, let's say at this market here, we want to be a buyer. When we want to buy, a stop limit order is we place an order below the current price, and we want the market to fill us in once the price is going to push backwards. So if I want to, the price made these candles here and I wanted to enter here, I will have been placed a buy limit order here, a buy limit order. If I wanted to be executed here when the price came there, I will have been placed a buy stop order. So the stop order, when you buy, when you are in an uptrend, a stop order is used to buy higher than the current price, and a limit order to buy lower than the current price. And the opposite means for the downtrend. So at this point here, if you bought there, you should be out of your intraday position right here. You cannot give favor to the market, because the market doesn't favor anyone. We have to apply discipline. Remember, that's what I told you. Many people, when they maybe saw this candle here on the 5-minute chart, they will say, okay, that's fine. Maybe buyers, they're going to come. But look at where the buyers came, all the way down to your entry, and maybe by the time you saw these candles here, you get scared and be out of the position. So we have to be very straightforward with our entries, take profits and stop losses on the intraday trading. So this one here, the market retest at this level, we should be out of the trade. So when we didn't see a new higher high in the market, what do? We just stop buying. The move, it's over. We didn't see new high. As an intraday trader, what you do, you wait for the market to break and give you a new impulse move. That's the trick with intraday trading. Please write this down. We see impulse move. We want this impulse move here. We want to buy on the retracement. After the retest of this impulse move, especially if the market doesn't push higher and give a significant higher high, a new impulse move, then the momentum is over. The momentum is not there. The trade ends. And that's it. We're going to wait either for a new strong higher high, and we want to see retracement and buy the retracement, or we go to another pair if nothing happened. We're not going to force the market and start buying the bottom and sell the tops. No, that's not an intraday high probability trading. All right. Let's move on quickly. The same with the Kiwi. We can see some buying pressure a little bit up to these levels here because of this bullish candle. However, we are in a counter trend trade. We are going against the prevailing trend. USD Canadian dollar, in my opinion, this is the best for today because we had this inside candle followed by strong bearish engulfing with strong close right at a strong resistance. So there are many components that consist that maybe here there are massive sell orders and they want to push the price lower. Accompanying with the fundamentals from yesterday, then we can see today a weak USD and a strong Canadian dollar. So this one, mark it down. You can try to find some intraday trading. And guys, bear with me for another few minutes and we're going to finish the session just to go through. Japanese yen, it's very weak in general. We see that all the pairs, they are dumped the Japanese yen. So we continue the higher highs on the daily chart. So lower time frames we can enter. I'm not going to say anything about pound. It's so messy, just very rough here. With the Aussie, it's a bit clear. Aussie Japanese yen, it can push a little bit more to the upside. So this one, it's good for intraday. Euro, this one, no. So this one, it's a bit too early. This one here, I would like to show you. The market broke Swiss pound against the Swissy. We had this trend line on the downside. Finally, we broke it last week. Then the market tried to sell off, but the buyers, they create a new high. So what do we see here? We have higher high, right? Here it's a higher high. So we are in an uptrend. We can do it two ways. We can go to the lower time frames and try to find some higher highs. Now, that's a good example for you. The market here, it pushed this, this impulse move. So direction is confirmed, higher high, so uptrend. Price action is confirmed on the daily chart. What do? We go down to our execution time frame, if that's the 5-minute chart. Now, should I start? Oh my God, guys, someone is spamming us again. Okay, let me just delete this. Sorry, guys, there is something trying to spam the. Okay, so here, the daily is up. The daily is up. The price action is up. So it's bullish. So what do? We are in our time frame. We want to enter. Here is what an intraday trader needs to do. Needs to understand that on the execution time frame, the market is making lower highs and lower lows. What do? Do I go and buy here because the daily time frame is showing buying positions? No, I have to wait to see that on this time frame the market is making the higher highs. Then if I find an entry here, boom, I'm good, I'm very good to go. But if I start randomly buying on these dips, maybe the daily chart here is just showing nothing. Okay, if I don't confirm that buyers on my execution time frame are here and they want to build positions, they want to keep their buying activities with the London Open now, then and only then I start intraday trading and do buying positions here. Okay, I hope now you have that aha moment and it's very clear to you. Gold, it's very weak in general. It doesn't follow through well, so we don't do anything. Crude oil, it's also made this higher high. We can see if we have some higher highs here and we can do some buying activities. Right now, we are at resistance. Do you see it? Here, it's resistance on the 5-minute chart. Why on earth should I go to buy the break of the resistance? Yes, it has a lot of chances to break above because we have this ascending triangle. If you watch the webinar with the trading patterns, we have this ascending triangle. It's a signal indicate, it's a pattern indicates that we can have some buying pressure. But for intraday trading, we don't give our plan a twisting. We are very black and white with the plan. That's the only way you're going to experience positive outcomes on the intraday, okay? By not behaving on your intraday trading the same way you can maybe twist a little bit if you are entering on the daily chart, because you can avoid those daily fluctuations. All right. USD again, euro against the Canadian dollar. We are in an uptrend here, so maybe we can get involved with some buying activities. Euro Swiss, we came to this resistance here, so for intraday we don't do anything. Pound Australian dollar, very good. I see nice impulse move to the upside. Let's go to the intraday trading. What do we see? We see lower highs and lower lows. Come on, are we going to buy? We want to buy. Where I'm going to buy? I'm going to buy where the sellers are in control. Doesn't make sense. Guys, this, you trust me, I don't know if you're going to find it on Google anywhere, if you're going to find it on YouTube, or if you have to pay 10, 20, 30, and $50,000 to get this, this information. HV, you will test my patient today. That's true. Rahel, is that okay with the difference between a stop order and a limit order? I hope it makes sense. All right, guys, from me, sorry, I took it a little bit of NAS, the N gas. It's a little bit mixed today. Sorry, it was a question for Euro Yen. Is it up break of a triangle? Sorry, I didn't see that. Euro Yen, where are you, Euro Yen? Look, to have a valid pattern, and again, a good learning for you, the last one, and we finish. To have a valid trading pattern, you need to have a market that it's in a recognized situation. What are the recognized situation of the market? Are the trendings uptrends? Are the trendings downtrends? And are the solid consolidations? That's the only things we can identify from a market, from a technical perspective. So what can we do when we see this double bottom, triple top, whatever you name it, ascending triangle, whatever? This ascending triangle here, yes, can play off really well. However, does it come out from a pattern we recognize that it has a continuation? Because ascending triangles, there are continuation patterns, right? And well-spotted cherry, this is a triangle formation, but the triangle formation, it's a continuation pattern. It indicates that the move is going to continue. And if I ask all of you at this webinar, maybe 100 people, and I ask you guys, what move do you see here? Do you see an uptrending, a downtrending move? I think we're going to have 50-50 opinion. Some people, they're going to see, I see this one here, and I see this one, and I see an uptrend. Some people, they're going to say, I don't see an uptrend, but is it maybe a downtrend, or is it a consolidation? So there are many different occasions. When we see a market, we want, if I put this market here, and we finish with that, if I put this market here, and I ask 100 people, I ask all of you, guys, is this an uptrend, a downtrend, or a sideways, a consolidation? What do you see here? I'm sure 99%, everyone, they will say this is an uptrend. So we want to trade markets that are so clear, they don't have hesitation or doubt within our thinking process. Okay, guys, really, I appreciate everyone's time. I value your participation, and thank you so much. You take your valuable time to participate in these webinars. I hope you gain lots and lots of value. Just keep in mind what we said for today. Rewatch this webinar if you have to. Make sure when you are trading intraday, you are a patient and disciplined trader, and not unpatient trader, and that's why you're trading intraday. And I hope you have a good weekend all, and I'm looking forward really to see you on Monday at the same time. Thank you so much, guys, and bye for now.